El Tigre, The Adventures of Manny Rivera is an American animated television series created by husband and wife duo Jorge Gutierrez and Sandra Equihua, along with their team for Nickelodeon. The series was animated using Adobe Flash. Inspiration for the series derives from Jorge Gutierrez and Sandra Equihua, earlier years. Manny was modeled off of Jorge and Manny's best friend was modeled off of Sandra. Growing up, Jorge's father was an architect which was deemed good in his eyes and his grandfather was a general in the military which he deemed to be evil, hence in the series Manny's father is a superhero and his grandpappy a supervillain. As a child growing up, Jorge always wanted a mustache, so in the series he made a sentient mustache named Mustache Kid that was seen in some episodes. Now, Manny comes from a long line of El Tigres and all of them have to make the decision of being good, or evil. The first El Tigre the first couldn't make up his mind whether he wants to be good, or evil, so he ended up insane. Manny's real name is Manuel Pablo Gutierrez O'Brien Equihua Rivera. The names that makes up Manny's real name come from the surnames of the creators of the series, and if you just look at the names of Jorge Gutierrez and Sandra Equihua you'll see that he has their surnames. His nickname, Manny, is believed to came from the name of Tony Montana's best friend Manny Rivera in the Brian De Palma movie Scarface. Manny is a 13-year-old boy that lives in Miracle City. He was being raised by both his parents at first until his mother left them because she couldn't bear to see her husband hurt after every battle. She would make her appearance later on in the series. When she came back, Manny tries his best to convince her to no avail that Miracle City is a good place because he feared she will take him with her from the city. However, Maria, his mother, would let him know that she doesn't care how dangerous the city is, she will stay with him. After Manny's mother Maria left the family at first, his grandpappy, which is his father's dad, came to live with them, and that is where the conflict within Manny starts. As I have told you earlier, every El Tigre has to choose whether to be good or evil, and that decision is made difficult for Manny because his grandpappy is evil and wants him to be evil whilst his father that is good wants him to be good. So in the episodes we'll see Manny going back and forth. 1 minute he gives in to his grandpappy and do things he should not be doing, like in the episode The Good, the Bad, and the Tigre. Manny is tired of being treated like a child, so when he heard that Satana of the Dead is retiring, Manny joined a competition to prove himself worthy enough to be her successor, and in the midst of it all he was slowly going to the dark side, and another minute he's saving the world from supervillains. In kindergarten Manny was friend with Zoe Aves, the supervillain known as Black Cuervo. That was up until he met Frida whilst they were in detention, and she eventually became his best friend, which started a feud between Zoe and Frida that never end. Manny and Frida were seen on many adventures and get into trouble together. Once Frida convinced Manny to buy a laser tattoo maker instead of the expensive guacamole that he was supposed to buy. As a result of that, Manny got free guacamole from Dr. Chipotle Jr., his nemesis, wearing a disguise which turns his father Rodolfo and grandpappy into guacamole zombies. Being around Manny also makes Frida a target for supervillains, which makes her father Emiliano, Chief Suarez, hates the two of them hanging out because she would get hurt when they hang out. The supervillain Satana of the Dead has a special cell in her hideout with Frida's name on it. So I understand what he is talking about. A sneak peek of El Tigre premiered on February 19, 2007 and Season 1 started airing on March 3, 2007. The first season contained 26 episodes which were well received. The series was nominated for 11 awards and won 7 out of the 11 awards. On January 25, 2008, Nickelodeon gave fans the chance to choose whether or not Manny would be good or evil in an episode that was set to release the same day. If they voted for him to be evil, he would have helped Django and Satana conquer the world, but he would double-cross them in the end and take dominion over the world with Frida by his side, and he'd rule the world, go straight into his old age. But the fans chose good, and you know how that all unfolded. Season 1 ended on June 20, 2008 with 26 episodes. The creators of El Tigre wanted to do a television movie special, but the idea was scrapped after the episode. The season finale was no boots, no belt, no brero. Seeing that they couldn't do the television movie special that they wanted, the team working on El Tigre tried to make the season finale, no boots, no belt, no brero, go out with a bang. What a lot of people are unaware of is that El Tigre has a second season comprised of 9 episodes that aired each day on weekdays at 6:30 a.m. until it ended. The series was given no advertisement to make fans aware of it, and the time slot was bad for the show, seeing that it was mainly children watching it, and which kid you know is watching TV 6:30 in the morning? I don't know why Nickelodeon did that, seeing that the first season was well received by the audience. Due to getting no promotion whatsoever and the time slot it was given, El Tigre's rating suffered and the show was subsequently cancelled. According to Jorge, if El Tigre was given a third season, Sartana's grandson Django would have been the main villain of the season. Django would also end up with Black Cuervo bonding over the hatred of Manny and Frida, since Manny breaks up with Zoe and Frida breaks up with Django. So that is an insight into what season 3 would have looked like if it wasn't cancelled. On my research of El Tigre, I didn't see much people talking about El Tigre's second season. Almost everyone believed that it only has one season, so I'm curious, is there anyone watching this video that knew that El Tigre had a second season? Let me know in the comments, and if you've watched it, I'm interested to hear what you think about it. Was it as good as the first season, or not? I'm looking forward to read your comments. Guys, I've recently done a video on why the Exes was cancelled. If you're interested, check out the video on the screen. If not, check out the other video you see. For now, thanks for watching.